everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents and we was down bad broke? My mama couldn't keep on the light. No cat or no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I was grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo. You ain't with my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch how I work the hardest with it. Tongue out like I'm Jordan. Time to change my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this rain. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement make it anthems, open seasons with the man, then black is season with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome, just coasting through these mansions. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing, keep it moving, till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face, way. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then like head down stage, they be like, see the car going, they be like.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The new era of Carolina football begins. The Panthers and Falcons underway to begin 2023. They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25.
Ready, break. Drill, 52. Ready?
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Striker, 3-3.
On play action, Young. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Calais Campbell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down. And that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Oh, Young loses it. And the Falcons grab it. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
10 cycles.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
22 needle. Claws, 10.
He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Moore. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be set up a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Young now after the fumble recovery. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
It'll be Young again. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Young now. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot of procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about you? This is the other one. Guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Ready?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Ritter going to change it up.
49-yard line.
Edo blue. Slide blue.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Blaster, six. Drill green. Blue stripe. Ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
This is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Scotty Miller, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The play fake. Now Young. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Going play action. Ritter. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
White. Black Ultra. Cut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's still barreling through. Touchdown, Falcons. Alvin Kamara, 61 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down, Carolina.
From the shotgun, it's Young. That's going to be caught by Judy. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Ready, ready. Striker, freeze, cut.
They go play action. Young. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw, Young. And incomplete. So, week 1 is upon us. Frank Reich making his debut as Panthers head coach. He's tapped Bryce Young to get the nod here on opening day. I think nowadays, Charles, if you're the #1 overall pick, the expectation is that you're going to be running the show right from the start.
I agree with that totally, and I support it, because if I'm drafting guy #1, I'm going to do everything possible to get him ready to go right out of the gate. And it has worked out fairly well for the last 3 guys who are in that position. Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, and Trevor Lawrence. All 3 have led their teams to the playoffs, with Burrow getting his team to the Super Bowl.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. The trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First, the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try to bring this one back to even.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ready.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Field black. Smash red. Hut, hut.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Throw left side. There's London. And they're able to get this one across the 45. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Green Jack. Claws red. Hut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Yellow. Eagle blue. Ready?
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he's going to be out deep inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Red, cycle. Ready?
Ritter off the play fake. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch it. 6.
Kamara is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
That throw by Young incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And a pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready.
Young off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
their own 22-yard line.
Down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. 52 blaster. Set.
Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Triple 38. Hut.
Now Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Black. Ready.
It'll be Young again. That's once again complete to Chark. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Young now. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ready, play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Let's go now.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity, just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here we go.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. And London motioning left.
Hut, hut.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ready.
3rd down and 6.
Yellow.
Moore,
go.
the man in motion.
6. Mega. Green Jack. Claws red. 7.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Okay.
This
ready.
Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Ritter's throw taken in by London. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow, zoom. Red, cycle. Ready.
Here's Ritter. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Blaster, 6. Ready?
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 24. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Blue striker. Black shot.
Working from the gun, Ritter. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Black Ultra. Striker, 3-3.
On first down, Ritter. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Ready.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Smash, red. 6, mega. Green Jack.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Claws red. Rail, yellow. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're able to return this all the way up to their 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Following the interception, Young. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll go down at the 28.
Down.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Yellow. Set.
They go play action. Young. Again, that's Hurst. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Hurst makes the catch, a welcome sight to the Panthers, who believe there's still growth in the 6-year tight end. Over 50 catches last season, hoping he is the field-moving tight end Carolina hasn't had since Greg Olson's prime.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their head.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Ready?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Come on.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Hey, blue. Slide blue. Ready.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Red, cycle. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Hut.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
On the ready. Blaster, six. Set.
On play action, here's Ritter. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Young on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Shot, 17. Hut.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, 58 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Falcons 35, Panthers 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
At their own 6-yard line.
Ready up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have the guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.